Once the enrichment of the data would be done, okay, once the enrichment of the data has been done, then this data would be bringing into the formats of HANA Migration Cockpit. HANA Migration Cockpit, it would be bring, and then you will be validating the data. After validating the data, okay, now we would be we get the data, and now the business users would be submitting the data, and we would upload our templates into the HANA Migration Cockpit. The templates would be uploaded in HANA Migration Cockpit. Once the template has been uploaded into the HANA Migration Cockpit, within HANA Migration Cockpit, there would be activities would be happening here. We would be first validating the data. Second, we'll do the simulation of the data. We will be validating the data, we'll be simulating the data, that there is no errors, there is no issues. If the error issues are there, that we would be correcting. Any case where the mapping is required, you can also maintain the mappings in the HANA Migration Cockpit. Mappings can also be maintained in the HANA Migration Cockpit. You can do the mappings here while doing the data enrichment. If any mapping is pending, you can also do the mapping in the HANA Migration Cockpit. What kind of mapping? Mapping is, let's say here it was your plant was there as a 1710, but in that 1710 plant in S/4HANA is becoming SGP3. So if in your Excel template 1710 is there, you can upload with 1710. But after uploading, you can do the mapping in HANA Migration Cockpit itself. These kind of things, generally, when we have this approach of downloading the data, enriching the data, generally we handle the mappings in the enrichment of the data itself. Okay. But there is an option available of the mapping the data, which would be used a lot with the another approach with the HANA Migration Cockpit, which I will explain you. But the mappings can be done, then the simulation can happen, then error handling can happen. You would also be able to do the error handling. We'll be able to do the error handlings, and with the error handlings, we would be able to finally import the data. So these are the steps in the HANA Migration Cockpit tool. You would be uploading the data, validating the data, simulating, mapping, error handling, and finally importing the data. When you will import the data, system use BAPIs, which is already attached with the HANA Migration Cockpit object. And with those BAPIs, the data goes into the S/4HANA, and also at the backend database also, with the BAPI, the data goes into the database also. Your tables like Mara, if it is a material master Mara, Mark, those tables got updated into the database. So this would be the full architecture of the HANA Migration Cockpit. And we say the approach which I have explained to you is a file upload approach. Okay, HANA Migration Cockpit in general has 3 approaches. This is called the file upload approach. Okay. These steps of the HANA Migration Cockpit, please make a note that this is very important. I want everyone to make a note of it so that you don't get confused. These steps of HANA Migration Cockpit, which we will be doing to download the templates, we need to create a project. Okay, and then we need to download the templates till 2020. If you're working in the version till 2020, we use the transaction LTMC. From 2021 onwards, we use the application, we use a Fiori application, migrate your data. This transaction has been deprecated from 2021, and you need to create your project and you need to download the template from the Fiori application called Migrate Your Data. Okay. So this is all about, this is a full architecture of HANA Migration Cockpit with the file upload approach. I will also explain you the another approach, also where the direct data transfers can also happen. It is supported, not used much, added very recently into the HANA Migration Cockpit, but we have another approaches also.